friends, welcome back to my channel today. Today's video, we are doing kind of a first impressions makeup tutorial using a bunch of the products that I got from my huge Sephora Vib sale haul. So I asked you guys how you guys wanted to see me incorporate these products or talk about them and review them. You guys said, do a tutorial with it. So I was like, okay, let's do it. So that's what we're doing today. But before we get in the video, make sure to click that subscribe button if you want to stick around. And also, if you want to ring that little bell, make sure to go to the comments and leave a hashtag notification squad just so you can get a shout out in a future video, because I'm shouting out all that notification squad members. And now for a notification squad shout out, it goes to Mary Kerr. Thank you so much for having that bell turned on. You rock. And now let's go ahead and get on into the video. All right, so first off, I'm gonna go ahead and moisturize my lips using the Sugar Advanced Therapy from Fresh. I just hauled this in a PR unboxing haul, and I love this stuff, you guys. I believe this is actually the one that I've been through. I've been through like maybe 2 of these. I really like them. Next up, we need to go and prime this face. So I have 2 primers. I bought the Milk Makeup Blur Stick because I really want to try this out, and a lot of you guys are asking my opinion on it. And then I also have the Makeup Forever Mattifying Primer. So we're first gonna start off with the Pore Stick, and we're gonna see how this goes. I'm a little nervous. I mean, I've heard some people saying they like it, and then I've heard some people talk about they don't, so crossing fingers that I do. Doesn't even feel like it's going on my skin. You warm it up. You really have to warm this product up. Like, I'm just warming it up with my finger. You know, I'm gonna warm it up with my finger and then I'm gonna press it into the skin. I just don't feel like it's doing anything, and it feels like it's like kind of clumping up. I don't know. I'm gonna warm this up again. Thank God my hands are clean. Press this in. I feel like this video is already going off to like a rocky start. I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose. Hopefully, crossing fingers, this stuff does not break me out. Oh my God, that would suck. Looking at my skin, I feel like it definitely blurred a little bit, but I feel like I don't know. I'm kind of worried with how my makeup's gonna sit on top of it, to be honest. So I'm not sure about that one. In all honesty, I feel like my Pores No More from Dr. Brandt is way better and does the exact same thing, but you don't have to warm this up. It just like glides on. This, I had to really warm up with my fingers, so I did not like that. I feel like it wasn't like as creamy enough. So, I don't know. Now we're gonna go into the Makeup Forever Mattifying Primer. I'm just gonna grab a little bit. Oh shit. That like squirted out at me. Ugh. I'm gonna grab a little bit on my finger right here, rub this together, and I'm gonna pat it in to the places where I get oily. I love this stuff. I just pat it, I don't rub. I mainly just get oily in my T-zone, so that's what I'm focusing on. All right, so before we go into foundation, I really want to try this stuff out. This is the Illuminati from Nude Sticks. This is that nudies all over face color glow thing that you have like a brush, and then you have this right here. I'm gonna apply this on the top of my cheekbones, and then I'm gonna blend it out. You can see like bare skin. That's like really pretty. Honestly, it's kind of tacky and kind of pulls the skin, so I don't know how well it's gonna go over foundation. Okay, so the foundation I'm gonna try out today, I'm gonna try out the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Foundation. So I was gonna do this one with the NARS. I've worn the NARS so many times, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I had to try this right away. Like, I had to try this right away. So I actually wore it in my recent couple videos, and I love it. I love it. This is something that I would even wear like during the day. I noticed that my skin is not breaking out from it. It's wearing really well on my skin. Doesn't go into any fine lines. It's very mattifying, yet it works really well for my combination skin. I really like this one, you guys, and the shade that I have is 3.5, which I think is perfect for me when I'm fair. So I know I was gonna like, you know, first impressions, but I couldn't wait. I could not wait, and I love it. I love it. And I've been having a lot of people ask me in those videos, what foundation are you wearing? It's the Power Fabric. It's definitely worth the money. Totally worth it. And I'm glad I tried it out before this, because now I can tell how it's gonna sit on that blur stick, because if it doesn't sit well, then it's that Milk Makeup Blur Stick that didn't work out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dab a little bit on my beauty blender and then put it on my face. It's got great coverage on it, which I really like. So it covers up all my acne scars. It's probably my fullest coverage liquid foundation that I have. Another one that I have that's like a stick foundation is that Vanish. That one's also like full coverage, but this is like the one full coverage foundation that doesn't break me out, which is freaking a godsend. That and Hourglass, but I love this liquid one because this shade matches me perfectly. The Hourglass, I just am having trouble finding my shade. All right, so I did the left side of my face right here with the foundation, and then here is the right side. So you can see how well it truly does cover. It doesn't feel like a super full coverage foundation on your skin, which I really love. Like, I hate it when foundations feel too thick and cakey. This one doesn't feel like that. This is probably like my new like holy grail foundation. All right, so I finished the other side of my face, and then I also went ahead and did my eyebrows already just to save time because I didn't purchase any eyebrow products. But this is what the foundation looks like. As you can see, it really just evened out my skin. Looks gorgeous. I love this foundation. It looks so pretty. And then also with that Milk Blur stick, it definitely did help with my pores. Like, I don't see my big old pores in that section or even on my nose. So it definitely does work. I just am not a fan with how dry and how much you have to warm up that product. And I don't want to rub it all over my face, and I don't want to tug like my skin, because you know, if you tug a lot or you're really hard on your face, that's what's going to create wrinkles. All right, next up, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids with my NARS eyeshadow base. It's Pro Prime. I purchased the full size of this one. This is really good if you have oily eyelids. All right, so we're gonna go into the eyeshadow palette, which is the NARS Loaded Eyeshadow Palette. I'm really excited to try this out. It swatched really nice. I was really impressed by it. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in and we're gonna do the eyeshadow look. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and set my lid with this matte cream shade because I do have an eyeshadow base on it. So I have to set it, otherwise stuff will not blend and it will be no bueno. All right, so now I'm gonna take this kind of peachy apricot shade right here, and I'm gonna blend this on the outer corner of the eye and into the crease, and this is going to be my transition shade for this look. All right, so now that we have our transition shade in there, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm actually gonna put color on my lid, except for a cream shade. I know, I always do. Like, I would honestly love to gravitate to this for the inner corner on my lid. That's my go-to look, but I'm going to try to switch things up for you guys and do something a little bit different. I know, I never do these things, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this kind of matte warm brown, and I'm going to put this all over my lid. I'm gonna kind of create a red brown smoky eye with this look, so crossing fingers that this works out. All right, so now I'm just gonna blend out the edges. Now I'm gonna go against the odds, and I'm gonna take this kind of more reddish brown shimmer shade right here, and I'm gonna focus this on the outer part of the eye. Usually you wanna focus these type of shades maybe on the lid, but I'm gonna just do it for the outer portion and then blend it up. I think it's gonna be fine because there's not much shimmer in it, and I honestly think like when you start blending it, it's gonna be like a more of a matte shade. All right, so I just kind of blended that out with a fluffy brush. Now I'm gonna go in and darken up the crease even more, and we're gonna go into this darker matte brown shade, and we're only gonna focus this on the outer part of the eye just to deepen it up and to keep that eye still elongated now that we have that shadow all over the lid, right? Gotta do that if you got big round eyes like I do. All right, so now I'm gonna take that same matte shade, and I'm just gonna place it underneath the brow bone just to kind of clean it up a bit. All right, so now that the eyeshadow is done, I'm gonna go ahead and do my liner, my lashes, and I will be right back. All right, so my eyelashes are on and my eyeliner is done. I added a little bit more black in here because once I did my eyeliner, I was like, I can add a little bit more. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and balance out the eyes, and we're gonna bring some color in on the bottom. So I'm gonna go grab that peachy apricot shade that we used for our transition, and I'm going to blend that out on the bottom lash line. All right, so now I'm gonna go into that matte warm brown shade that we used all over the lid, and I'm going to focus this one on the outer corner and a little bit closer to the lash line. Now to go into that deep brown shade, we're gonna kind of focus this again on the outer corner and a little bit closer to the lash line, so this all kind of gradients out. All right, so last but not least, I'm gonna take this champagne shade right here. It's like a shimmer champagne, really pretty. I'm gonna focus this one on the inner part of the eye just to brighten it up a little bit and kind of, I don't know, just add something to it. Okay, so I added some mascara to my bottom lashes too, and then I also did some of that champagne shade on my eyebrow bone. I like had to complete that because I wanted to lift up the eyes a little bit more because we have so much like darkness on the lid. I don't want everything to look so heavy and so like just too much. So we want to lift things up too. But all in all, I think the eyeshadow look turned out really good. I think it's really pretty. It's very wearable too, which I really love. And yeah, there is quite a bit of fallout with this palette. I had a lot of fallout on my cheeks, so I recommend not using a foundation first and like having bare face while doing your eyeshadows because it definitely did fall out. I definitely do think it's a good palette and it's definitely worth it. And I think the colors are really pretty and you can create so many different looks with it. I like it. We got like a red, brown, smoky eye going on right now. All right, so we're gonna go into the Givenchy bronzer that I bought. This is the Healthy Glow Powder 02 Douce Seon. I don't know. It's all linked down below. So I'm just gonna take a angled brush. This is my Kat Von D one. We're going to work this in the place where we bronze the face. We're gonna see if this works. It looks a little warm, like I said, so I think it'll work. I don't know, we'll see. Definitely a bit warm. All right, so here is a bronzer on my skin. It's a little bit more warmer for my liking, but it does work and it does look okay. All right, now it's time for some blush to bring some color back to this face. And I have the Natasha Denona one that I got. This is the Blush Duo Palette number 9. These are the 2 shades. This darker one is matte and this one is like a sheen. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into this matte shade right here. And I'm going to just add a bit of color to my cheeks. All right, so that actually looks really, really pretty on the cheeks. I really like this one. This is gorgeous. I love it. It's not too much, but brought some life back in. I'm actually gonna go into the apricot like shimmer shade right here. And I'm going to just add this on top a little bit, just to bring some glow to the cheeks because we do have a very matte foundation on. Yeah. I'm going back into this Visart palette and I'm gonna grab the highlight in here and I'm gonna use this highlight today on my cheekbones. What? Oh my gosh. I think I even got a couple comments saying that the Visarts don't swatch as good as they are with a brush. And I was just reviewing the MAC collection too, that you guys probably saw last week. And they swatch so differently than how they were with a brush. So I definitely believe it. And this is a this is a gorgeous, gorgeous highlight. Oh my God, this is so pretty. It's really, really pretty. All right, so the first lip combo that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Kat Von D Everlasting Lip Liner in Swanley, which is a nude, and then I'm gonna top it off with the Natasha Denona Lip Gloss. We're gonna see how this pairs. And then after that, I really wanna try out this because a lot of people were kind of like saying it wasn't as good, you know? So I was like, oh, I haven't tried it yet, so I really wanna try it out on camera. So I wanna do this lip liner from Kat Von D that I got, and then also this lip product. But I just don't think it's gonna go that well with this look. So we're first gonna start it off with this one just to complete the look, and then we're gonna have fun afterwards. So let's do this. All right, I think we're gonna have to abort. We're gonna have to abort. This is like a concealer like pencil for your lips. What the heck? I didn't think, I mean, I swatched it and I was like, oh, this is pretty light, but I just didn't think twice about it putting it on my lips. Oh, that just looked horrible. I'm probably still gonna keep that because it'll probably be good like if you ever wanna get like a true to color lipstick or liquid lipstick, then you wanna mute out the lips. I don't know, that was ucky. But I'm gonna go into this lip liner instead from Kat Von D and I'm gonna do Lolita. All right, so that's a lot better. And I'm gonna use this lip gloss instead because I totally forgot that I had this one. This is the one from Laura Mercier in Risque. And I'm gonna pop this on top. Oh, that one's pretty. Oh, it's not tacky. It just glides on. It looks so pretty on the lips. Oh my gosh, that's like my new favorite gloss right now. Oh, that is really pretty. Dope. All right, so here's the completed makeup look with the right lip color before we go and try the fun one. But I think this turned out really good. I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back for this one because yay, I'm like happy about it. I think it turned out really well. I really like that lip gloss, you guys. If you're looking for a really good like nude lip gloss, check this one out. I think you would really like it. Plus, that lip liner was so creamy and just glided on and was so pigmented. I definitely have to give her a thumbs up for these lip liners right here. They're really good. The only bad part, I noticed that the pencil kind of went down a lot faster because it is so creamy. So I can see myself running out of this really, really quickly. And I don't think these are really cheap for a lip liner. So that's like the only down part about it. But all in all, I think the look turned out really good. So now let's go ahead and let's try on the other lip color. All right, so now we're gonna go in for a lip duo number 2, and this is the Touch in Sol Metalist Liquid Foil Lipstick Duo right here. We're gonna start with the liquid side. And I'm not even gonna use a lip liner or anything. I'm just gonna put this on. They don't smell weird. I think there was one person saying that they smell weird. I don't smell anything weird. All right, so the liquid side is on, and it's really pretty. It actually, like, I feel like it kind of goes with this look. I mean, if you wanna take it like another step extra. It dries down to a matte finish. It's comfortable. It's not like drying or anything like that. It's just comfortable. So now we're gonna go into the gloss side, and I'm gonna place this on top, and we're gonna see how this goes. All right, so the gloss is on now too. It just gives it like an even more foiled look. Wow, this is cool. I don't know what people were saying about these. I can't remember. I think there was one thing about the smell, but I didn't smell anything weird about them. And they went on just fine, and they look really nice on the lips too. Like, I feel like I have Alex Mack on my lips. Do you guys remember that Nickelodeon show? How she like went into that liquid metal? Nerd. But yeah, it's super foiled, super cool looking. I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I guess if you wear it for a while, maybe that's where people are having a problem with, but first impression wise, I think it's fine. I think it's really pretty. It's something different. I mean, is this gonna be for an everyday look? No. But is it something fun, creative, and innovative, and just to have fun with? Yes. So I actually think that's really, really pretty. It's a really pretty shade. All right, so those were most of the products that I hauled in my huge Sephora haul. I didn't show everything because I do have some duplicates of things, but let's just go through everything real quick. Milk Makeup Primer, this Blur Stick, not my favorite, just was a little bit too hard to get actually on my skin. I recommend the Dr. Brandt over that one. For my primer, mattifying primer, something new for me. I use this all the time. I love this. It's a great way to subdue all those oils in your face. All right, so now onto the foundation, the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Foundation. I love this. It is full coverage, feels amazing on the skin, doesn't feel cakey, doesn't feel like I'm wearing a ton of makeup, yet has great coverage, and it looks really pretty on the skin too, and it wears really well because I have worn that before and I really like it. So that one I definitely recommend. And then onto this NARS eyeshadow palette right here. I really like this. I think it's a really fun palette. If you love these type of shades that are more warm tone, I think you'll love it too. The only down part is that it does have quite a bit of fallout, but it's not a deal breaker. It's actually really, really pretty. Now onto the bronzer, the Givenchy bronzer. I think this is really pretty. I think it goes gorgeously on the skin. Like, it's very seamless and looks like your skin doesn't look like you're putting a bunch of powder on. I'm just not a fan of the shade. I feel like the shade is just a little bit too warm. That's like my only down part about that. Onto the blush from Natasha Denona. Love this. I think this was gorgeous. It's not super, it's got a scent to it. I don't even know how to scent to it. It's not like super overly pigmented, but it brings just the right amount of flush to the cheeks. Like, it just looks gorgeous. So I really like that. Onto the Vizart palette. I think the highlight is gorgeous. The bronzer is like still the same problem. Like, the other bronzer is still a little bit warm, but these did work way better with a brush rather than your fingers. So those were definitely good. I almost forgot about this nude sticks thing. So this nude sticks, I mean, I don't really see it popping through my foundation, or I didn't really even see it popping through my foundation. I probably would just warm this up and place this on my cheekbones, but I just didn't do that in this video. But, you know, honestly, I think there's better highlighter sticks than this one on the market, so I would say this is a pass, to be honest. It's just too tacky, and I can see it being kind of difficult to pair it on top of a foundation. All right, so lip liners from Kat Von D. These were really great, very creamy, but they will run out pretty fast, super pigmented. This one, you could just buy a concealer and you'll be fine. But the Lolita shade is absolutely stunning. I really liked it paired with the Laura Mercier gloss. This is gonna be my new favorite gloss right here, you guys. This gloss was awesome, like amazing. Really love this gloss. Definitely recommend that if you're looking for a really good nude gloss. And then last but not least, the Touch in Soul lip duo right here. And I think this is pretty. Is it for everyone? No, but I think it's absolutely stunning and really fun to have and to try out. Maybe like you could definitely wear this to go out and everyone be like, whoa, you know, it's something different. So if you want to be creative and innovative and do fun makeup looks, even take fun pictures with it, I think that's a really fun product, but it definitely isn't for everyone. So that was my quick review on a lot of these products. I will keep you updated on the other stuff that I purchased because I also didn't get a chance to try out the NARS highlighter palette. I haven't tried this one out yet, and I didn't get a chance to try out these lip glosses either. So definitely stay tuned. I will keep you guys updated on everything, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and please give it a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this, and don't forget to subscribe for future videos, and also turn on that bell to hashtag notification squad so that way you can get a shout out in a future video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! That was a long outro. Now let's go ahead and get on into this video. Yeah. And now let's go ahead and get on into the video. That was like really early. And now let's go ahead and get on into the video. All right, so I'm gonna take this